Good day and good love, activators and way showers. This is Wendy, bringing to you once again the languages of lights. And I am so happy to see the sunshine. So is Ranger. All the places that we normally sit and hang out and walk are underwater still. The paths to both of the farm fields are still underwater. It's been literally raining for days and days here, up in the Midwest, north of Chicago. And it's been just a busy week of dreary, rainy, cold, nasty weather. We have had a month's worth of rain in a day and a half. So the ground can't keep up. And this is actually, as I've mentioned before in some of the other videos, this actually is a preservation. This is all protected wetlands. So nothing's allowed to be built here because it's designed for this purpose, is to remain a place where the natural water collection system is handled, and it keeps the balance here. And there's an amazing amount of wildlife that lives in here in these woods, and I like to call it the forest, but I suppose really it's truly the woods. But actually I live near a forest also, so but anyway, so we've literally just been cooped up for days, and I started to realize how much not being outside really affects me. And even when we could be outside, we were just we were sort of surrounded by water, so we really couldn't go anywhere, other than, walking up and down the street. But as far as being in nature and being in the woods and things, we really couldn't go anywhere. We were really surrounded by water. So one of the reasons that we're leaving this area is because there's not enough sunshine here. We only get about 3 decent warm months here. The rest are kind of and it's hit and miss. So but as the days have been, it has been getting warmer here, much warmer. We had no snow all winter. So this rain is a godsend for this blessing for here, since we haven't had any snow here. And actually all the places that I normally sit, where I've done videos, I sit like on that log there, and you can see it's all underwater. So I like that this is a designated wetlands. Rangers, of course, thinks it's his personal pond, so he's having a great time exploring. So I just my days are limited here as far as how many more times I'm going to have the opportunity to come here and do this. And I've been spending time with my children and my family, and just really enjoying the last of the process of ending one part of a journey and beginning another. And I realize how many people, and we've talked about this before in some of my videos about SAD, seasonal affective disorder, and how the lack of sunshine and not being out in nature affects people. And it has truly affected me physically, emotionally, spiritually these last few days. So I really needed to come out here and just get out here and breathe and reconnect, be with the trees and the earth, air, fire, water, ether, and just sit here and find, I did find one little dry spot that I come to sit at on this beautiful fallen tree here. And so this actually yesterday was all still all this was underwater, so I couldn't even sit here yesterday. So I wanted to come out here and sit for a few minutes and bring Ranger. He's been going stir crazy too, and because it's been pouring, we actually, it's not really much fun even if you do walk in the pouring rain. So, but we get out, but we don't stay out. So the point is, a few people have asked me to talk about SAD and seasonal affective disorder, and I have to say, the magic for me really was getting, when I was working, I had a really hard time with it because I worked in an office, and I've mentioned before too, I convinced them the benefits of putting in and replacing all of the fluorescent lighting in the building with full spectrum lighting to mimic the sun's rays, and to at least to a degree where people don't feel like they're in that false lighting all day. So part of it is you guys get out of the false lighting, get out of the fluorescent, get out in the normal sunshine. And because where we live here, it's kind of dreary, like starting in about September, all the way through about April, it starts to get a little warmer, a little nicer. We can't even plant a garden here until the end of May. It's May 31st, Labor Day, or Memorial Day weekend is like that's the beginning, the launch of summer here up north. And so it's very short, and it ends on Labor Day in September. So it's a very quick, fleeting few warm months where we race to get the plants in, the crops in. The Midwest is the number one grower of corn in the entire world. So it's a race against time. It's a race against weather. I really commend the farmers, the people, the families who devote their lives to growing crops for us, especially in places where that's it. You get just a couple of short months and you are at you're not the mercy, but you are in a co-creation with nature. And so being outside, you'll find that people who work the farmland and who are outside, 10, 12, 14 or more hours a day are actually happier people, because you're more connected to the land, the soil, the animals, the sky. You begin to understand the connections of all of this and what it means to truly be spiritual, to be connected to Source. And when I was working in these offices, despite the lighting, I was just not happy. And I didn't want to take chemical-induced anything. So I finally allowed my higher self to guide me to it was a dreary, horrible, cold, rainy, windy, nasty October day. Very bitter wind, just that raw, cold rain. And, well, maybe you don't know if you don't live in a climate like that, but just a bitter, it's like it goes right through your bones. So it was like, you know what? Put your shoes on, get your raincoat on, and get out there. And I literally got out at my lunch hour and put on my stuff and walked in this misty, cold, damp, rainy day. And from that moment on, I never, ever, there was not a day that went by then from that moment forward that I wasn't outside at least a minimum of 30 minutes a day. And then I would try to go out early in the morning before I went to work. Come home after work and be outside as much as I could, all weather permitting. But many of you who have been watching and following the videos all these years, I mean, this is where it started. And the first one I ever did was in January, and I think it was right around it was in these woods, but like right almost in this spot here, practically. So the first order of business, if you will, is to get outside. And it doesn't matter what the weather is, and connect with nature, connect with the seasons, connect with the actual elements. Speak to water, speak to rain, speak to sky, speak to cloud, speak to trees. This is the activation. You are activators, and this is an activation for all of us every single day. And my seasonal affective disorder completely vanished. Completely. Absolutely completely. And it wasn't even just the being outside every day. It's because of what happens as a result of that. Of what opens and what you become aware of. Who you are. You remove yourself from the ideas and the beliefs and the sounds and the smells and the auras of other people. And one of the biggest reasons I hear from our ET friends is, and the angels, and you guys are so afraid to spend time with yourselves, you will do anything you can to divert your attention from your own attention. You'll do anything to fill the space, to fill a moment. And how many people are getting in accidents because they're walking around with their face down in their phones? Put your phone down when you're outside, put it in your pocket, and walk around. Look at people, look at the sky, breathe, look at the trees, look people in the eye, smile, connect. Stop connecting through this false, it's not false, but it's an escape from doing it. Ranger just heard our neighbors talking. So it's all a way to distract ourselves from ourselves, from finding out who we are, what we want. And we let the rest of the world tell us what we want, what to buy, what to eat, what to spend our money on, instead of listening to our higher selves. Instead of asking our physical bodies, our atoms and our muscles and our skin and our our lungs and our liver and our everything that makes us tick, we should be talking to and asking, what is it can I do for you today? How can I serve you that you serve me? How can we, in this co-creation together, in this now, in this moment, be in complete harmony with each other? Stop being afraid to ask yourself to be alone with yourself. Stop looking for answers from everywhere and everyone and every when else. Stop trying to fill the moments with distractions and look around at the world in front of you. Look at the shops and the restaurants and the people and look at the things you've never seen before when you're outside, when you're in your day-to-day activities. Not thinking about everything else when you're doing something else. Be present in what you're doing. When you have to be doing other things, do other things presently. Do them mindfully. It is a meditation. Get away from the vibrations of the phone, of the symphony of all those other distractions, and listen to a new song, a new symphony called nature, called yourself, call your spirit guides, call your angels and highest selves. Listen to them and listen to you, for they are you. They are your higher selves, your fractals of you. Go spend time with yourself. And trust me, the sad will disappear. Get in the sunshine. Get in the rain. Get in the snow. Get in the sand. Get in the water. Wherever you are. Wherever you can. Whatever you have near you that you can access. Be with yourself. Activate yourself. There is a time and a place for all of those other things and all of those other people. But stop using them as an excuse, or the answers lie within you. And yes, they are your guides, but they're guides. That's it. They're guides for you to find you. They're guiding you to you. They're not giving you the answers. They're showing you where to find your answer, your truth, your divinity. So thank you for all the time and love you've shared with me. Your deepest experiences, your love, your energy, your kindness, your questions, your comments, spending time with me personally, privately, We are activators. We are all activating each other. And everything activates you. You are a part of all of this. Listen. Absorb the reflections. Absorb the light. Now, my buddy knows my whistle. Because we're connected to each other. Hi, baby. And that connection is simply unconditional love. It costs nothing, but yet it is the most priceless gift you can give and receive. Give yourself the gift of you. And in doing that, you give the gift of you to everything and everyone around you. The gift of the highest version of you, the best you can be, moment by moment. And we're here like the forest, like the woods, like the trees, to support each other in this beautiful, magical ecosystem, this divine balance of light and love, unconditional acceptance, awareness, sacred geometry. The doves, the elements and the elementals sending their love and their messages, the angels wrapping their wings of light around you, reminding you that you're supported and loved beyond all imagination and measure. That love that you feel in your heart for the animal, the child, the parent, the sibling, the guide. Allow that to fill your chest, your heart space. Feel that love that you feel for that being, the divine being that is perfect in your eyes, as you are perfect in the eyes of Source, of the Creator. Perfect. Now magnify that light and let it consume you. And that is only a fraction of the love that Source has for you. That whatever you choose, the Creator, to be named or called, it doesn't matter to all that is. For all that is all that is, and is every name. It contains every name of everything and every you and every time and space and place and planet. Every single thing in creation is all that is, and you are a part of all that is, expressing all that is as itself. Feel this divine connection to your own creations. And understand that there is nothing outside of you, for you are a part of all that is, and all that is contained in you, and you are contained in it. Feel that love and know that you are loved beyond measure, supported in every way, in every breath, in every now. Noramiana tiashatai kiara saporoshnia wakatoki. Kimoroshi maluha malakela kodese tiana keiko. Pasea mayawara ke amarosa teshia secretare sama. Mentoira si paroshnia wara ke lonkoyara bolsa teshia. Alake tayamara hanake. Shi morahia makatewana. Fly and splash and play and love and laugh and dance. And put your love into your work. And put you into everything you do. Everyone you meet. Every moment. Bring the highest version of you into every connection you make, and feel this divine exchange of energy and oneness and unconditional love. Naramoa Teasanakewa. Nishipo Tokoyama Koterisa Hiwanawa Kalakaterisano Oko Tatashnoa. Mishoni Bikiara Sonoya Okona Malo Sanashi Wakarunkoda. Mitoyana Satashia Kotonesi Sono Oyawa Kaniosha Lokoana. You are all my family. We are connected by the ethereal threads of source, of creation, of light. Feel your truth, your sovereignty, your joy. Feel your highest expression of your own divinity. What is it that's bursting? What is it that wishes to be born and expressed? Malukoi maroshni entokoapa. Toporoshni wasatazeba kolayamara. Aketo samalasa tashna. It is time to spend time with yourself. Know thyself is the reason you came. The reason you chose this particular energetic expression, this particular perspective of the Divine One crystal, to know thyself. When you know more of who you are, you just become all that you are. You become aware of all that you already are, just desiring to express it, to express itself as all that is desires to express itself, just as you create the creations of gardens, of children, of objects. All are manifestations of a thought, of a wanting. Step into you remembering of who you are, your ability to travel through time, create time, truly create time through the experience of traveling through multiple millions and billions of possible realities moment by moment, choosing along the way what you would like to experience by vibration, intentionally and unintentionally. You have the ultimate power to become aware of your born ability to be conscious creators. This is why you came. To know thyself. Sumiroko yamarishiwa halakema anaka. Te rumayowana kisato soporoshima wa halakaneara. Se korasibo sonahawa kanea shakayala. Ne korasibo samaro sopora kushna barakusi. Le korasimo rana katea. No leatoki. Toshnoya kawara mayara se. Miatoshniwa. When you find yourself, all else falls away naturally, easily, without resistance, becoming all that you desire yourself to be. All else simply falls away. You do not need to push or try or sweat or cry. Just simply be the you desire to be, and all that is not in that vibration will fall and slip away, for you are the creators of your reality, of time. Norokote Pishnado, Sauliamarakwaseri Hira Walahi, Lahiamala Wakayarasi, Elohim, Hailokwai Masha, Ajeleana Wakawo, Saparasime Wakare, Alakito to Samaria Wakewa, Lotorasimo Hanamawa, Loko Abasosho, Sapurasamayorokonia Walake. Postia Wakoramakia Sanasa, Patera Suma, Leiku, Mantiananawa, Lantiasa, Sekutun Shama, Korapotore, Linkanti Entero Saposho Nakewa, Epotosomo, Shotorosora Kaniawasa. Mientosomo Ayanawa Kuita Shopori, Samari Sabarasira Sabarangera Sara, Olokoyera Sabaranshava Kara, Toresimara Siro Sopo Guarshakara, Shakana, 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 Mashano Katoros. Mahala, Tioso.